Hi there, it's Josie coming at you live for day five. Live for day five. Hello, who's there? We're a little bit early. As you're coming on, throw me a heart, a thumbs up, an emoji, a hello. Say hi. Let me know that you're here. We've got a really beautiful last day of training. I think I've told you it's my favorite one, and I'm so excited to be sharing it with you. Hey, Deanna, happy Friday. Where are you typing in from? Tell me where you are. Come on in, say hi, throw us some hearts and emojis, give us some thumbs up, wake up Facebook, tell all our Create More Confidence women that we're going live. Hi, Larissa. I feel like I get to know you guys. You've been here for a couple of days now. Who's been here for all 5 days live? That should be the person that gets the prize, right? Today is prize day, but I'll go ahead and make it random. But if you've been here for all 5 days live, you should let me know. You should say I am, because I think that's pretty darn special. And I really value that. I think that's quite an honor to be spending this time with you. And hopefully you've gotten so much out of it and you feel like you've got a lot of tactical tips, that you're energized, that you've got some new ways of thinking about things, some new ways of going at things, and hopefully you're just really excited about it. And like Deanna's like me. Bring it on. Who else is here? Hi, Heidi Sheldon. Are you coming in from over the pond? Where are you? Are you on the East Coast? I don't know where you are. Are you in England? Thank God it's Friday. Today is another bonus giveaway day. And oh, Heather Graham's been here 4 out of 5. Let me know how many you've been. If you've been to all of our sessions, I want to know. We got to give you a gold star. I know you strivers and achievers, you really want that external validation, don't you? But really, you're the one that wins because you get all the content and you're growing yourself and you're investing in yourself by putting time and energy and intention and attention upon yourself. So, way to go. I'm so excited to be here. It is our last live day of training. It is the end of the Create More Confidence workshop. I have a super exciting module for you, and I have some surprises too. But we're not going to get quite started just yet. We're going to let people kind of warm up and join. And you guys keep saying hi. Tell me where you're coming in from. Tell me how many of the sessions have you watched so far? It doesn't have to be live. How many of you joined with so far? And so excited to get started. Hi, Karina. Nice to see you. She lives in the wrong time zone, but you're here. Oh, Heidi, you're in California. I love it. Hey, Sharon, nice to see you. I spoke with Sharon live today. People, you can actually do that. You can book a call with me and we can talk. That's the whole point of this thing, is that we actually work towards getting on the phone together and talking about working together. So stay tuned for the end of the call when I'm going to share with you how you can keep working with me. And also, I'll give you a link for booking a call with me, because if you do decide that it's something you want to do, we need to chat. We need to see if it's a good match and what it's all about. And I have some questions to ask you as we figure out the next steps. So does that sound fun? If you are here just joining now, today's live day 5. It is all about protecting your energy for strong and sensitive, high achieving leaders, for women who do so much, do too much. How do you protect your energy? We're going to dive in real soon. But first, let's just sort of see some more people logging on. I want to hear who's here. Send us some hearts and smiley faces. I explained before, at the end of this, we are going to take all these videos down, probably Sunday night, maybe Monday, but try to watch over the weekend. If you want to see all the content, catch up, because it will disappear. I'm not going to leave it up forever. And I will be archiving this group as well. Wow, so sad. This is just a pop-up group. It's just here for a temporary purpose for us to do this workshop. And then when we're done and I've closed out and I've had all the phone calls that I'm going to have with various members, we'll close down this Facebook group, but I'll carry on in my other group, and I'll tell you more about that later too. I am going to provide some content in this site over the weekend, in this Create More Confidence Facebook group. There will be some more content that I'll dribble out over this weekend. I'm not sure when. I might come live. I might just try to offer you some other things to think about, but stay tuned, because there'll be some more fun things coming your way. Okay, so hi Sharon. It was a great conversation. It was lovely to speak with you live. Leslie, you're feeling better today. You also booked a call with me. Let's get after that. So, wow, Sharon's been here 5 for 5. That is so awesome. Go ahead and tell me how many of the sessions you've joined so far if you want to. Give me a number. All right, and while you're doing that, we're going to lean into today's content. Protecting your energy for strong, sensitive, high achieving, heart forward women who are out there making it happen. So many of you have so many responsibilities. You work outside the home, you have a household to deal with. You might have fur babies, you might have human babies, you might have grown babies. You might have a multitude of responsibilities and roles that you play in this world and feel sometimes like you're just stretched like way too thin. Who can say a hell yes? Hi, Leslie, 4 out of 5. Keach, 5. Way to go. I talked to Amy Keach today, too. Book a call with me if you want to talk about the future. I've been speaking with several women in the group, and it's been really fun to connect. So we're going to talk about that at the end. Okay, who here feels stretched, so thin? Who here wants to know how to protect their energy more? This is a talk for you. It's all about those of us who are addicted to doing, to striving and proving that effort equals progress. And we're going to try to find a way to create more ease in our life. If you want more ease in your life, say, I do. I want so much more ease in my life. I would love it to be easy. Do you know how you can let it be easy? Do you feel like you have the power to make your life just a little bit easier? I'm going to teach you how. I'm going to teach you how. Hi, Susie Q. We have a call booked. So many of you. Yes, you're coming on. I only have a few more slots left. I am opening up lots of slots over the weekend, but if you want to book a call with me to talk about next steps, you're going to have to get in like today. I do too, Heidi Sheldon, and I'm going to teach you how. Okay, so we're talking about how those of us who care so much about our performance, we care about connecting with others, we care about our reputation, we are heart-centered, heart-forward, people-centric people who want to do well, who want to be seen as doing well, who are high achieving, who put a lot of energy into things that we do, sometimes to the fault that we discussed yesterday to try to please others and get external validation or to be perfectly perfect and make sure everything looks irreproachable, absolutely perfect to the external world. And that is draining. You are striving and achieving and grinding it out and making things happen. We are the women that put a million things on our to-do list and then start crossing them off and never feel like we're done. Raise your hand if you say, I. That's me. That's totally me. I'm going to teach you how to strive less and allow a little more, how to grind it out less and go with the flow a little more. Now, when I say that, I have a feeling your fingers are gripping the steering wheel so tight you can't imagine sort of letting go. You'd be out of control. But bear with me because I'm going to teach you some baby steps. There is this notion amongst high achievers, amongst you doers and makers and creators of things, the women who get her done, the multitaskers, that the more you do, the better you are. Who agrees with that? Who thinks that that's true deep down inside? The more I do, the better I am. It's a distorted way of thinking that has turned our productivity into almost a badge. Like it's almost like a badge of honor to be busy. We almost sort of brag about it even though we're exhausted. Like, oh my God, I'm so exhausted. I did 1,017 things today. Good grief. Like, I am queen of multitasking. I invented it. There's sort of this collapsed sense that the more we do, the more we are. The more we are, the more we do. And it is that energy, follow me here, that sort of lifts off up out of your life and becomes its own whirling dervish. not connected to the things that you really want to be doing, that you love to do, that you're enjoying as you're doing them, but almost like a doing for doing sake because you can't stop. The list is too long. You can't let off the gas. You've got to keep going. There is just this relentless pace to your life. And Leslie, I'm getting there. The opposite feels lazy. So you feel like there's sort of this either or construct, like I got to keep pushing, pressing, keep going, going. The minute I wake up, I start drinking coffee and I'm go, 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 go until my head hits the pillow at the end of the day and I'm still not done. This striving equals achieving mindset feels like forward motion, but it's counterproductive if it's not aligned with your heart. It's not aligned. It's not helpful. It's like if you drive a manual transmission, it's like the gearbox is in neutral and you're revving the engine because you feel like the more RPMs, the better it is, right? The faster and faster and faster the cogs are whirling, the better it must be, but you're not really going anywhere. Now, you might want to fight me and say, Joe, I am always in gear. I'm getting stuff done. Like that is the whole point of my life. But there is an element to where you're just revving your engine really, really high. And you may not be, to follow the metaphor, actually looking out the windshield and taking in where you are and consciously being present as you're driving that car. I have a lot of car analogies and metaphors today, so hopefully you like to drive and you can relate. Okay, so there's this idea that hacking it out and grinding it out and having a really, really big work ethic has merit. And then you layer on criticism and judgment on top of that to push yourself harder. And it's like this negative dynamic that we get into where the faster we go, the faster we go. Sharon's like, no one else is going to do it, right? Let's talk about some of the agreements that you make when you act this way. If I don't do it, it won't get done. No one else knows how to do it. It's faster if I do it. No one else does it as well as I do it. I hate the way my kids load the dishwasher. They blow it every time. I'll do it. But this brings on a certain burdened sense of responsibility. And it's a flawed belief that doing more gives you more esteem or pride or makes you the opposite of lazy. It makes you productive and accomplished, like you earned it somehow, is a flawed belief. So let me just tell you like a little ridiculous analogy just to sort of like lighten the mood and then see if you can kind of follow along with me. You guys ready for a story? Ready for something fun? Okay, so back to the car thing. It's not like you don't get in your car and think, I'm so lazy. Why do I drive? That's just silly. It's too easy. I need to do my part. I need to actually participate a little more. I've got to earn this drive. So I'm going to get in, I'm going to get under the hood and I'm going to make sure those pistons are firing. And I'm going to inject that fuel. And I'm going to make sure those fan belts are moving. And I'm going to do all the things with the gearboxes because it feels lazy to let the car do it. That's just for losers. I gotta do my part. I gotta work hard. I gotta dig in because that's what high achievers do. They do the hard work, right? Do you see how ridiculous that is? No, you just drive your car. You drive your car without even thinking about it because it's an assumption. We talk a lot about beliefs in this work. You've assumed that it's what we all do. You have accepted the ease of driving a car without even knowing it, right? Maybe way back when a car was a huge luxury item and hardly anyone had one, maybe our mindset would feel guilty for owning one. Like, oh, maybe I don't deserve it. Maybe this is too much. Maybe I should actually not do this, right? But that's just flawed thinking. It's whatever you want to believe is true. You could believe that now and all of your friends would think you're absolutely like lost your mind. Use your car. Who likes this? Give me a hell yes if you like this. So you know how to receive ease. It's through assumptions. It's through beliefs. You just assume it's okay to drive your car to the store. You don't think, oh, I should probably walk. Maybe you do if you live close to the store, but I'm talking about the bigger picture. Like, let's talk about like using a washing machine, right? You don't think, gosh, I'd feel so much better about myself if I went, down to the river with a washboard and like scrubbed each piece of clothing by myself by hand and hung it all up on the laundry line to dry in the sun. I don't need to be weak and lazy and use a machine, right? It's just a ridiculous analogy to help you see our belief systems allow us or force us in our own minds to keep this operating procedure in play. We accept the ease of appliances. Of course we do. Everyone does. It makes it easy. It's normalized. So, what I'm trying to ease you into is to shift some beliefs to see that you can deserve and require and request ease in other areas of your life besides washing your clothes and driving your car and using a computer. You guys like this? Are you liking this? Are you thinking, Joe, you're being so ridiculous? I want you to ask yourself, what types of lies are you telling yourself that you need to do it the long way, the hard way, the efforting way, the I'm alone way, the self-led way, the have to, the should, the no one else? Where in your life are you making that belief true? There's no other way. Couldn't be any other way. You can claim it if you'd like. This could be a great journaling inquiry. Where do I accept that life is hard? What beliefs do I have that are situated in such a way that are keeping me stuck in this energetic drain because I feel like this is the only choice I have? Okay, so now I'm going to take you in another little metaphor. We're going to talk about a river. And this is why I say this training is my favorite, because this concept is absolutely my favorite. And oddly enough, it's not in my signature program. I got to get it in there. I end up teaching my clients one-on-one sooner or later about this metaphor that many people hold to be true. Many spiritual thinkers, many like law of attraction, the secret is that there's this idea about energy in life, about manifesting. And I'm going to teach it to you. So if it's not too woo-woo, here we go. Energy is like a river flowing. Imagine a beautiful river. I showed you one earlier this week. There's one right outside the door. This river flows just one way, right? That's what rivers do. That's what a river is. That's what energy is. It flows. And you're going to enter that river in your boat, and you get to choose how to be in it. Let's say you just got two choices. Probably got lots of choices. You can put your boat in the river and point it upstream and take your oar and dig it out and grind it out and paddle like mad. And you can be working really hard to go upstream, spending so much energy, but getting so little progress when you're working against the current. But you feel like, well, at least I'm doing something, right? I'm participating, I'm engaged, I'm making it happen. Or you can really be brave and try something new and don't do it the way we always do it. Don't do it the efforting way, the multitasking way, the double time way, the list making way, the effort, long, hard, excruciating, it's all on me way. Take your oar out of that water, let the nose of your boat slowly let you point downstream, the way the flow of the river wants to go, and then start rowing. If you are paddling downstream, what happens? Let's say you use the same amount of effort, but quantum leaps further down the river do you go. You get so much further, faster when you're rowing with the current. Easy to imagine, right? When you're working with the current alongside the energy, you are contributing to the flow. You're not fighting it. I need to see somebody say a hell yes, because I haven't seen any comments in a long time. Are we still live? Are you still with me? Is anybody tracking? Am I talking about a river? Or did I lose you in more ways than one? So the idea is in your life, you want to find the energy of collaborating with rather than striving and struggling against. Now, there might be, this is sort of a concept, so you might be kind of scratching your head thinking, how does that actually work, right? It's unrealistic. I have a job, I have a house, I have a family, I have a car I need to take care of, I have so many responsibilities, I have a dog, I have elderly parents, I have a side gig, I have all kinds of things. Thanks, Larissa. Thanks, Susie Q. Love it. You guys are still here. Right on. Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. So you're thinking like, this is a pipe dream, Joe. Like life is not easy. I have a lot of stuff to do. My boss is a jerk. My boss drives me so hard. He's a taskmaster. I have a lot that I need to get done in my life. And I like being productive. I think that's for you, Heidi Sheldon, right? But I like getting stuff done. It kind of feels good to like row upstream and feel like I get a good workout. You could be saying that too. You could say to me, if I took my oar out of the water, I would drift and I would get nowhere. And I don't know if I can handle not doing the doing. So I get it. There's a practical reality in all of our lives. We do have responsibilities. Here's the teaching. You ready? The teaching is that within those practical responsibilities that are part of the river, there is a downstream way of being, even at work, even with tasks, even with responsibilities. Even with a lot on your plate, even with a long list, there's a downstream way that you can be with all of that. There's a way to work with the current and not against it, and find more ease in your life that will give you so much more energy. So, where are we? Are you following? Leslie, you're totally absorbed. I so love it. So, how might you find a little more ease? Finding your leverage is like finding a bigger oar and deciding which way to point your boat. If you want to try something new, you're going to try to align a little bit more with the work. Find the values that you hold within the work and the tasks. Go with what you're great at and what you're meant to do, even when you're in a challenging circumstance or the situation is really confusing and feels hard. So you want to find a way to struggle just a little bit less, how to find just a little bit more pleasure in your life moment by moment. This feels absolutely radical at first. It makes you feel guilty. You feel lazy. You feel like you're not moving as fast as you should. You feel like it's not permitted. It feels forbidden. You might say, I can't actually do that. I can't actually like easy living, can I? So let's just practice a little bit. Upstream or downstream? You won't be able to write in the text comments fast enough for me to see your answer. Which is this, upstream or downstream? I have a lot to do and I have to get it done. Upstream. Or there's some things that I have to do and I like doing them. Downstream, a little bit downstream. Or I know I should do it. Upstream. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to. Downstream. I need to do it because it needs to be done right. Upstream. I'm going to find somebody who's better at it and who likes doing it. Downstream. I can't give myself a break. I can't not do it. That would feel absolutely lazy. Rowing upstream. Actually, I want to do the work and focus the work that I like the best and not do the stuff that I don't like. I'm going to try to delegate that. Downstream. You tracking? You're thinking, well, what if I'm not the boss? Or what if I don't work outside the home? How do I find a downstream vibe? Well, let me ask you, are there things that you could do less of and it wouldn't matter? What if You tried it just a little differently. Remember yesterday or the day before we talked about you don't need to get on the high dive, like walk all the way up the ladder and all the way out to the very point and freak yourself out with the fear of heights and then jump in the deep end and see if you can survive. We're not going to try to radically reframe your entire belief system. We're going to just take it little by little. Why don't you just wade in the pool just a little bit? Over there in the baby side, right? Where the kids are. It's nice and warm and it's shallow. What could you do that would be a little bit more, I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to see how it goes. What if I can share my oar? What if I could test it out? What if I could try paddling hard in the direction of fun? What would thrill me? This is a great question. It might feel really disconnected from where you are, but when you say you're at work, you're doing the budget, you don't like numbers, you're deep in an Excel spreadsheet, and you're not having any fun of it. You could ask yourself, what would make this suck a little less? Funny question. How might I be just a little bit more thrilled in this moment? What might make it just a teeny bit more pleasurable? You have the power to sort of ease off the gas of revving forward and having to and forcing and pushing and efforting and trying and hoping and musting and shoulding with a choice for how you want to do it and how you might reframe it and how you might reallocate it. It might not just be a brain trick, like I'm going to pretend like I like Excel. You might actually be able to find somebody to help you or cut the task in half. It's the how is actually something that our brain will fight at the onset because we're addicted to doing and we don't know any other way. I was right there with you. I am a striver, achiever, prover, needing to be the best, wanting to be seen as, not having flaws. That's where I came from, being a high achiever, going to a great school, getting good grades, being, recognized for excellence. So this concept was very radical for me, but I was so burdened and overwhelmed and tapped out that I didn't know if I could even continue in my job. I was getting burned out. So I started working with a coach on these concepts, and it worked. And the story is nothing changed externally. I changed. I still have the same job. I still have the same tasks and responsibilities, but I'm coming at them a different way. I don't care so much as looking like I'm impervious and that I'm perfect and I get it all done. I used to get up at 4:30 in the morning every day to answer email. Anybody else do crazy stuff like that? I would like roll over in bed at the wee hours of morning and I would be awoken with a start, a panic, a fit of like, I gotta do, there's so much to do, that I would just get up in my pajamas and go to the computer and log in and start answering email, answering all the questions. I felt like, well, I had to, there was no other way. That job that I have is still the same, and I don't do that. I just get a lot less email. I stopped feeding it, and so a lot less came to me. I started like leveraging my team more, letting them shine, not doing things. Oh, can you imagine? I started not doing things. Police, some wine. So it's quite radical at first, and I don't want to push you too hard because you might just be like, just like your brain just has a short circuit and you think there's no way. I don't know how to be who I am and let go of the steering wheel a little bit. I don't know how to let off the gas because I'm identified with being a high achiever and someone who goes, goes, goes. And I get it. But if you're finding yourself that to a point where you're not living a balanced life, where you want more for yourself, where you want to feel like you have a whole picture and that you enjoy things and things have more ease and there's more grace and more wonder and more joy and more fulfillment, more fun and less tasking and fretting and this terrible worry line that we develop, then this is the secret. You're going to just have to try it a little bit and you'll see that the world doesn't come crashing down. The sky does not fall. If you do a little bit less in a certain area and somebody else does a little bit more, you will be okay. So you can do what you love and stop doing what you don't, and it will be okay. You don't have to do every single thing the best because guess what? You're not. You're not the best at everything. You're just trying to be that way. You're not doing everything. You couldn't possibly. Look at the world and all the things that must be done. And you can't do them all. It's not your job to do everything. You're just thinking that you need to fill up your world because it's sort of a saturating concept that allows you to not face the feelings of really being worthy and happy with what you got. All right, so I want to point out the times when things were totally easy for you. If you've experienced some of these, let's just kind of play with it a little bit more. Have you ever fallen in love? Have you ever fallen in love? You did not have to try. You did not have to work hard at it, not at the beginning at least. It just happened. It was just energy. It was just downstream energy like crazy, right? It was fun. It was easy. It was effortless. And if that's kind of a sticky wicket, if you can't quite get to that one, you can think about falling in love with people and with things in your life. Something that absolutely delighted you to own or to experience. Like babies or puppies or friends, things that you adore, things that you take glee in, things that are joyful, things that give you immense pleasure just to cast your gaze upon. That's not work. You don't have to try to do it. This is the best thing in life, and there is no effort required. And more things in your life could be that way. It takes presence. It takes being in that moment to really savor the wine in the glass and enjoy driving your car and appreciating that some people are really good at Excel, even if you're not, and having a little more fun with it and having a little bit more pleasure in this moment. So I'd like you to think about things that happen in your life without your effort and see that it's not always up to you, girl. You do not have to always make things happen. It is a lie, right? Did you get up this morning and say, oh gosh, I got to make the sun come up. I got to make the world turn. I got to have the water come out of the faucet, and I've got to make sure gravity is at place. I got a lot of things I've got to do. You are accepting the laws of the universe while you're also requiring yourself to live by some weird set of standards that is leaking your bucket. You don't have to choose that. You can choose something else. So occasionally, sometimes when I am coaching, occasionally a client will realize it's time to leave a bad job or a bad boss or even a bad marriage. It doesn't have to be like that, so you don't have to be scared. You get to pick. It could mean that you just come at it in a slightly different way. You make some different decisions, some different requests. Or the most interesting shift of all, you just come at it differently and everyone around you changes because your energy is different. I have seen marriages healed by one person doing the internal work of self-love and ease and finding more pleasure and things shifting in a harmonious way. It's magic, what I'm teaching you. It's magic. You need a little help and a little practice to implement this into your life. But when you do every single day, energy is not an issue anymore. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing, Karina. I love your comments. So how does that feel? Do you think it's possible for you? I know it is because it's possible for me. I was so addicted to striving and proving. I honestly did not know how to navigate myself out of the deep hole I had dug so furiously and vigorously with all of my shovels. I was busy. I was burdened. I had to do it all. I didn't realize that I was constructing the painful reality that I was then complaining that I was existing within. It took some shifts and it took a little time. So you give yourself a break. Did you see how I advertised today about like, you don't get there all at once. Forward is forward. Doesn't matter how fast or slow you go. All right, who's loving it? Who's saying yes? I saw someone ask, where are the other videos? They're all here. They're all here in the group. You just got to look, scroll and scan. I can invite you into finding this energy in your life every single day, and I can teach you a lot of things too, how you can implement them in your life. This is what my work is all about. I'd love to share it with you. I'd love to explain what it's all about. I've done this for the last couple of days. I'm going to do it again today. It's our last day together. So if you're curious about what working with me can be like, I'm going to explain my program. And if you feel like it's a hell yes, you got to book a call with me, because the only way you can sign up is through chatting with me on the phone. I need to chat with you and make sure that it's a good fit. I want to make sure that I'm putting the right women in the right groups, because there are groups. And I can explain and answer any questions you have about cost, about commitment, about the length of time that it takes per week, about all the things that you might wonder about. I might actually make a video about that and plop it in the group tomorrow, so stay tuned. So stay with me until the very end, because it's last day giveaway. I love it. Keach is already going to join me. I think you're in, right? Here we go. Okay, so I am all about personal development. Duh, right? You figured that out. All my life, I've been in leadership development jobs. I've been a leader. I take leadership development courses. I became a coach. I have invested like over $50,000 of my own money in leveling up my leadership and understanding all types of leadership concepts. I've gone to clinics and schools and certifications and every type of coaching program. And I am now deciding I know enough and I want to teach others. And I've distilled my favorite lessons into a 4-month course called Completely Confident Leader, which means that when women graduate, they feel, I have the tools to feel completely confident. It's amazing. 4-month course, it's split into 2 halves. We start with self-awareness, with self-management, like these lessons, but with interactive exercises that go deeper and that are more personalized so that you can uproot negative beliefs and replace them with confident new self-beliefs. We figure out things like your values and your fulfillment, your zone of genius, your purposeful work in this world, your strengths as others see you, and find out like your own stress response and how you can find relief. It's a very, there are a bunch of different exercises. They're really fun. They don't require any hard work. You just do some inquiry to find out your own special way. And it's very energizing and exciting and opening to realize more about yourself and see how it's going to work. It's very momentum building. That's the first part of the course. The second part of the course is about managing others, because once you got yourself down, now you're ready to be this influential, very magnanimous, powerful, follow me leader of influence. I teach you how to resolve conflict, what defensiveness and drama does to the workplace and how to undo it, how to have difficult conversations and be direct, how to give feedback and delegate, and so much more, so that you feel like, I know how to lead. I learned it because I teach it to you. And not only that, you get to keep this content for as long as my website lives, which is my lifetime, maybe beyond, and it's a lifetime access to these lessons. So it's modular, where every week you get a lesson, and every week we talk about it. So you get this course that I value at $6,000, because I think actually that's a modest valuation. I have taught just one of these lessons to corporate clients for $5,000 for a half day. I've taught conflict resolution, the same module that I sell to you in this larger package, for $5,000. So this is an amazing set of course content for the inside part of your leadership and the outside part of your leadership that I value at just $6,000. But stay with me, because on top of that, I give you 13 videos that are all about your mindset and give you guidance for how to do things like say no, draw boundaries, have difficult conversations. It's a beautiful balancing piece that goes with the curriculum, and that I value at $1,000. So $1,000 for the videos plus $6,000 for the content, $7,000 of value right there. And then there's the small group coaching, where three weeks a month, we meet as a small group, we huddle in together, and we have a Zoom call where we unpack the lessons and really make the lessons ours. We get to integrate the lessons in a way that you're not getting in this format, because I don't know what's happening for you. I don't hear your resistance. I don't understand. We're not able to have this conversation that we get when I'm doing the group work, where you tell me what's working and what's not working, what you've tried or what you're afraid to try. And we start working on the lessons so that you can get personal feedback about your situation. and get accountability and get support from this most impressive group of women like you. So valuable. I value it at $3,600 because of the number of calls that you get, but I think it's probably much more than that. So the group coaching at 3,600, the extra videos at 1,000, and the course curriculum at 6,000, it's already over $10,000 worth of value. I don't charge anywhere near that, so do not be afraid. But on top of that, I also give deep dive one-on-one coaching sessions once a week, once a month. I meet with each one of the members of the group so that we can get super clear on your individual goals and your hurdles and make sure that we're tracking towards the outcome that you seek, that you're wanting to get out of the course. We set goals, and by knowing you personally and coaching you over time, I get you to that place. So awesome. I value those individual coaching sessions at $1,500. So all of this together is well over $12,000. There's no way I would charge you for that, although I have had corporate clients that have paid me $20,000 or more for a similar package. But what I do for women who are interested in this work is I charge like less than a quarter of that amount. And I always offer my participants who spend a week workshop with me a discount on top of that. Because you already are learning the content, you're already getting a vibe from me, you're already sort of acculturated to this work. So I'm offering this discount while the workshop is still running through the end of the weekend till August 2nd, and then it goes away. So I have calls available today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, something like that. And the way you apply for it is you got to come on my website, joleader.com/apply, and sign up for a call. Then we get on a call together and we can talk about whether it's right for you, about the payment plans, about different options that there could be for you. I actually have several different options for a lot of different price points. So I want to work with you if you want to work with me. That's what I'm here to do. But I have a bonus surprise for you. I give an additional deep dive coaching session valued at $500 for women in this group who sign up this weekend, because I want to connect with you right off the bat, right at the start, to really launch you into this curriculum, and let's get started. So this deep dive coaching bonus disappears on Sunday, and I'm going to stop taking calls on Monday, so you want to sign up now. All right, so in total, you get the entire Confident Leader curriculum in 12 business training and 13 mindset modules, $7,000 value. The weekly small grouping coaching calls to answer all your questions and land the learning at $3,600. The monthly one-on-one coaching sessions with me at $1,500, plus an added deep dive bonus session with me for $500, over $12,500 value for all of this. And I'm so excited to provide it at this amazing price that you're going to get. So this offer disappears Sunday. You want to make sure that you head over to joleader.com/apply. You can see all the details that I just outlined verbally. You can take your time and read it. You can book a call with me so that we can discuss any questions you have, and we are going to get started. So this is our last day. We are ready for our giveaway. I think that the first giveaway I had you write completely confident. That was what we claimed. And the second giveaway, I think you said pick me or I'm in. I can't remember. And now I'd like to do something sort of sneaky and subliminal that says, I'm on my way. I want you to write, if you want to be part of this giveaway, you've got to say, I am on my way. And what you mean is, I'm getting better. I can learn. This isn't scary. I know I can do it. I was attracted to this workshop. Joe is my guide. I'm learning. I showed up. I know I can do it. I am on my way. I can do it. So if you want to be part of this amazing giveaway, give me that comment in the text stream below, and I will let this stay open for a little while longer for them all to flow in. I'll choose a winner. I'll announce it tomorrow, along with some extra special bonuses that you will find in the group. So I don't know what you guys are up to this weekend, but I think I'm going to put a video in there that explains a little bit more about what being part of a coaching program is all about, if you've never done it. We can also talk about it on the phone. I think I might also talk about investing in yourself. I think there are a lot of women I'm talking to that have this huge resistance into investing in themselves, not seeing that your brain is your greatest asset. It is all you have, and it is the most cherished possession you own. You want to stroke it, you want to feed it, you want to have better behaviors, better feelings, and it's not fleeting. If you do pedicures, manicures, get your hair done, if you do massages, God bless you. Those things are also fleeting. I love that you take care of yourself. And the best way to take care of yourself is to invest in your brain and find a better way to unwind some of the limiting beliefs that are taking hold of you, get better skills so that you can level up as a leader. Women who graduate from my course are ready for promotions and pay raises, but the best thing they get out of it is a better feeling way of being. There is nothing like it. You want some of this, let me tell you. This is the end of our journey together. Not really, because I'm going to talk to you and because I'm going to put stuff in the group tomorrow, but the formalized 5 days of content are now coming to a close. Take your time to watch the videos. They're going to come down Sunday night. Make sure you book a call with me at www.joeleader.com/apply. Get on the phone with me. Let's talk about what's next for you, what options are here for you. Let me know where you're at in life and what you're working on so I can decide if this work is going to fit for you. And I cannot wait to see you then. All right, ladies, it's been lovely spending this time with you. If I don't have this moment again and you're not already in my evergreen group called Women Who Lead with Heart, make sure you come on over there. This is just a pop-up group that's going to come on down as soon as we're done at the end of this weekend. But I have a group that lives on forevermore called Women Who Lead with Heart, and I teach in it every week. So come on over there, stay with me. But more than anything, book a call. And, ooh, Anne Marie's asking if I can give you a certificate or completion. I will do that. I would do that. If you could get backed by your business for taking a leadership course, I could absolutely provide an outline for what that curriculum is going to get you. That's a great idea, and you should totally have your boss invest in you. All right, ladies, I think you are amazing. I would love to hear from you, and I can't wait to see you on a phone call really soon and back in my group this weekend as I offer you something else super fun and juicy, and I'm not even sure what it is yet. This comes with so much love. Believe in you. You're all you've got, and you're all that you need.